Hey everybody, I'm Chris, and this is my channel Chesapeake Chris. Thanks for stopping by. This week's video, this is where the rubber meets the road. We're going to test a lot of the swivels that we covered in the last video. We're going to see which ones work best, see if they stand up to the rating that is on them. So I know you're going to want to see the results of these tests, so you better stick around. This is what I got rigged up to test how much weight these swivels will hold. See if they'll hold up to the rating or whether they break. First of all, I got some braided line here. I got some Hercules, 80-pound test, braided line. And then I rigged this up. I got some weight plates.
Who are you kidding? Those weight plates aren't yours. They belong to your wife.
And I got some paracord and a couple heavy-duty carabiners. Once again, paracord's very useful. There's a link in the description as to where I bought my paracord. But I'm going to tie some of this 80-pound braid onto these swivels, each end, and then I'm going to hang it between those two carabiners and very gently and slowly lift weights off the ground and see how much weight it will support before the swivel gives way. We're going to start the tests with this little swivel. This is a little number 12 black barrel swivel with just the cheap snap on it with the straight wire that goes under the plate. This one supposedly will hold, I believe it says 15 pounds. So we're going to start hanging some weight on this and see how it does. I got a pillow on the floor in case the weights fall off so they don't hit the floor so bad. As I said before, this one is actually rated for 15 pounds because of the plates I got 13 3/4 pounds on here. So I'm 1.25 pounds low. So let's try and lift these plates up and see what happens. Oh, so close. Almost made it. So here's what happened. The swivel did fail at the clip, but it didn't fail at the end that you latch on. It actually failed at the other end. The wire pulled out where it was attached to the barrel swivel part. That pulled right out. Once again, that was only 13 3/4 pounds, and they're rated at 15. Just goes to show you, not necessarily. Next, we're going to test this one. It's the same style, but this is the next size up. This one is actually a number 10, so this one's supposed to hold about 17.5 pounds. I think I can get 16.5 for the first test. So here we go. This is a cheap number 10 swivel. It's supposed to hold 17.5. We got 16.5. Let me try and pick these weights up really slow. There they are. They're off the pillow. Whoa! On that first attempt, the knot actually failed in my braid line. So I tied a better knot. We're going to try this again. 16.5 pounds. And the swivel is rated for, I believe, 17.5. So let's see what happens this time. Hopefully I got a better knot. And there it is. That's all it takes. It withheld 16.5. We're going to add a little more weight. So based on the size of plates I got, I'm kind of limited. So now I got 19.25 on there. So it should not hold this, but if it fails, it'll be interesting to see what part of the swivel actually fails. Okay, we're off the ground. It's pretty interesting. That thing held 19.25, only rated for 17.5. So now we're going to try 22. It really shouldn't hold this. This will probably be the last weight I do. I'd be doing this out in my garage, but it's too cold out there right now. My garage isn't heated. So here we go, 22 pounds. Okay, we got a failure. Let's see how it failed. There's the failure of that one. It failed as probably I expected and a lot of other people expected. It just pulled that guy right out. But 22 pounds, only rated at 17.5, that's pretty good. Here's the next one we're going to test. This is another barrel swivel, but the snap has that 90-degree bend in it that goes under that tab. Seems like this one should hold a little better. This one is rated 26 pounds. Let's see, because of my plates, I'm going to start off with 23 3/4. And if it holds that, we're going to go right to 27, even though it's only rated for 26. Okay, in case anybody cares, we're getting up in weight, so I went and put my steel-toed sneakers on.
Remember, safety first.
Yeah.
I think I said this was 23 1/4. It's actually 24 1/4. And this is rated 26. So it should pick this up. Let's see how it goes. There it is, it's up. Well, I mean, it did 24 3/4. Now we're gonna go straight to 27. Rated at 26 pounds, we're gonna try and lift 27. Do it nice and slow, nice and easy, so we don't jerk it at all. There it is, it's off the ground. So, as I thought, that swivel is rated higher than the other swivels, although it's about the same size, and it actually just pulled a pound over its weight. So, that's a pretty good swivel. Okay, now we're going to test this style. This is the kind I like to use because they're easier to work. This one is rated at 33 pounds, and I can get 33, so we're going right straight to 33 pounds on the first lift. And in case anybody's wondering, when my knot pulled out of my braid line, I tied a couple more loops with that surgeon's figure 8. So it'd be a good test to see if that knot holds good on braid line also. Okay, here we go, rated for 33. We're going to try and lift 33. This is a ball bearing swivel too, I think, but it's got that wire snap. Well, that didn't work well. What happened there? Hold on. Maybe I forgot to close the swivel. Okay, I think I did forget to hook the swivel. That'll be one for a future bloopers reel. I got more of these. I'm going to go get another one. I want a brand new one. I don't want one that's been bent. And we'll try 33 pounds again. Okay, I definitely closed the swivel that time. Here we go. 33 pounds rating, 33 pounds on there. Take 2. Boy, that's getting heavy. And there it is. It's off the ground. Did 33 pounds, no problem. That's what it's rated at. I think they may be my go-to swivels because I can work the snap easier. Even though I don't like these corkscrew swivels, and I explained why in the last show, and I won't use them, I'm going to test one anyways. This little one is rated for 31 pounds, so we'll put some weight on there and give him a test. Corkscrew rated 31 pounds. I got 30 1/4 on there. If it lists this, we're going straight to 33. Let's see what happens. Okay, did that one no problem. I'm going to go to 33 pounds and try that. This is the corkscrew with 33 pounds. That's 2 pounds over what it's rated at. Let's see if it holds up. I'll be curious to see if the barrel itself fails. I'll be darned, no problem. So they are strong swivels. I just wish they worked better. I'm going to test a couple of these 3-way swivels just for fun. The medium-sized one, there's straight through barrel with the eyelet coming out the bottom and a 90. I don't have a rating on that. Believe it or not, that small one is supposed to do 30, and the one with the extension does 17.5. So we're going to put about 30 on that small one. Then we'll put about 30 on that next size up, see if it holds it, and then we'll try about 17.5 on the one with the extension. Okay, I was going to string my braided line through that white line through both of those bottom loops to distribute the weight more. But then I got thinking it doesn't matter because that top loop, the braided line on the left, that's hooked up to, say, your fishing pole. So either way, that eyelet sees every pound of the weight. So it doesn't really matter if you go across the 2 at the bottom. That top one is the one, it would still see all 31 pounds of the weight. So we're going to test it just like that. So this is a test of that smallest 3-way one. Believe it or not, they say it'll hold 30 pounds. Well, I got 30 1/4 on there. I know it's a 1/4 pound over, but let's see how it does, because I just don't think it's even going to come close. Maybe it will. So let's see if it'll hold 30 1/4. No, not even close. Kind of what I thought. And as I suspected, you probably can't see real well, but that eyelet pulled right out of that middle ring in the middle. And I didn't even have close to having those weights lifted off the pillow, so it would have probably failed a lot less than that. That one is never going to hold 30 pounds, even though that's what they say. Now we're going to test this guy. And like I say, I don't have a rating on him, so I'm probably just going to hang, well, I don't know, maybe I'll just try the 30 pounds again. And just for fun, I am going to run the line with the weights on it through both them bottom eyes. If it holds like that, I'm going to run it just through one eye and try it again. And I kind of don't want this guy to break, so I dropped the weight to 27.5 since I don't know the rating on it. So we're going to try pulling it using all 3 eyelets. Then we're going to try it with just using 2 eyelets like I did the tiny one. So here's 27.5 pounds. Like I say, I don't really know the rating, so I have no clue if it'll even do this. Okay, it did 27.5 using all 3 eyelets. I'm going to restring it, try it with just 2 eyelets. I guess we're not going to do it just using 2 eyelets, because although it lifted the weight, look how it bent that thing into a horseshoe. So it held, but I wouldn't want to trust that. Now granted, that weight was pulling at a 90-degree angle on those 2 loops coming out the sides, where I guess normally it wouldn't be. So maybe if it was strung up and you could pull from each side, it would work better. But we're just going to move on to this guy, and we're going to see what this guy will hold, because this guy is rated 17.5, so we're going to put about 17 on there and see what happens. Okay, I strung the weight through both of the bottom eyelets again. We're going to kind of have the same issue as we had with the last one. The 120-degree angle may distribute the weight better, but still the weight is not going to be pulling out this way tangential to the eyelets. It's going to be pulling, straight down. But like I say, let's see if that top one is the one that gives out. So that 3-way with the extensions actually rated at 17.5 pounds. With my plates, I can get 17. So we're going to try 17 and just see if it stays. There we go. We're up in the air. Now we'll take a look at it and see if it did any damage to it, if it bent it or not. Same issue as the last one. Although it held the weight, it bent, those aren't at a 120-degree angle anymore. It bent them both down. Now, once again, I understand the force is coming not tangential to the actual eyelet, but when you get a fish on, they pull all over the place. You can't guarantee that it's always going to pull in one direction. Those 3-way swivels, most of them, I would not trust the rating on them. So here's what we're left with. Got the failures there on the right, all 3 3-way swivels. And those cheap, straight wired barrel swivels all failed. On the left, none of them did. However, the corkscrew one, like I say, is almost impossible for me to get a lure on. The next one in from the left is the kind I like to use, that type of snap with a ball bearing. The third one in from the left, although that one worked well, it's just a barrel swivel, so I would get one like the next one, the black one, the 4th one in from the left. That's the same style snap, but it's got a ball bearing swivel instead of a barrel swivel. And you probably will get less tangles in your lines. So that pretty much does it for swivel testing. Okay, I couldn't test this style of snap swivel because the ones I got are all so big. They're rated for like over 77, 80 pounds. Yeah, I'm too old to be picking up that much weight. I'm not lifting that much weight unless somebody's life is in danger. But I assume they would hold up just as well as this style here. Maybe even a little better. And the same with that large 3-way one there. I can't test him because he's rated way up there too because he's so big. Too much weight. So like I said, that's all the testing the swivels we're going to do for this episode. That does it for swivels. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something. I know I learned that I don't believe everything I read anymore. And I think I figured out which is going to be my go-to swivel. So you guys know the drill. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up like. Please put some comments in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button so you get notified of my next video. Share this video. And I'll see you on the next video.